Why I didn't use OBS from the get-go? Okay, go back. Excellent connection. Okay, are we back? Is this better? Can somebody confirm me that this is now excellent and we can actually start some design work? Okay, better. Okay, great. Now we can actually start some work. I'm happy that I solved this rather fast. So, how did I get to this view anyway? So I was inspecting different e-commerce solutions, and basically, if we start from the top, we need something. We need a navigation bar, right? This is a name of this side project I'm working on. It means adopt in Croatian. It's usual practice to put some logo or something on the top left, but probably you all know that. Before I start, I think I need to okay, big notch 8 pixels, because I will work in 8 pixel grid. That's important because we want to be predictable, and just it's easier to work when you have some scale. Great. Okay, so when it comes to this header, I'm just gonna focus right now on that one. I'm gonna what will I do with this? Let's see. I can make auto layout. No, it doesn't work like this. If I have auto layout, then the right one needs to be something like this, and then I need to, this might work, and now I need to put, yeah, but then this bottom bar, no, doesn't work. Never mind, let's ungroup. Middle, great. Okay, so it's gonna be like a little bit, all around, because this project is something that's already happening. But just to see what we have here. Do I have some layout grid? I have. Maybe you can see it here. This is 1200 pixels wide, and it has 12 columns. Gutter is What is gutter? Why don't you want to show me? 8 pixels because of mentioned 8-point grid. So I'm gonna leave it open. I hope you see this very light blue, just to have a helper with designing. Just gonna quickly check. Okay, still 3 viewers. I guess half of the viewers decided this is not worth their time. Completely understand that. So let's see. I have some typography already here, but only one. I have something that's called body/base, and this is what I'm gonna use for all the basic text. And this button is actually not a component, so I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna call it button. Gonna duplicate it over here. We have all auto layout already. Just gonna make a component. And then what else do we need? What kind of buttons? Maybe I will probably need some like secondary and ghost buttons. So I'm gonna put a variant here. And this one, okay, so now if you're confused about variants, this is the right time to pay attention. So let me just, how can I, let's first define color. Let's call it primary. And then I'm gonna apply primary to this one, but because this is secondary, I'm just gonna reduce this blue super much. I think this is okay. And then I'm gonna, you know what? I changed my mind. This is not primary. Let's see, how can I call them? Well, actually, I will leave primary, but I'm gonna call it primary lighter, and this one primary default. I will probably change this later on, and it's perfectly fine to change these things as you proceed with project, because when you're starting, especially with yourself and as first, then you don't really know how everything is gonna be, but worry not. And then let's make another one that's gonna be like a ghost one. So I'm gonna put this, and I'm gonna delete fill, I'm gonna add stroke, I'm gonna add this one, and that's pretty much it. That's cool. Just gonna rename content over here, and I'm gonna press Shift A, and now this container for variants is a little bit neater. This is one trick I discovered on the first day, and I think it's quite cool to make everything a little bit more organized. Let's see some comments here. It's okay, not perfect, but we stay. Can you sometimes explain how you choose the sizes of components? Yes. More detailed questions means I will be able to explain a little bit better, but basically I'm using 8-point grid, which means I'm working with increments and decrements of 8. So moving forward, it's gonna be 16, 24, 32. You get the picture. And this is for spacing. So all the spacings that I'm gonna apply will go along this grid. Well, just leave it like that. When it comes to typography, I know that my base, let's put typography over here. So this is my base font size. And then what I'm gonna do is, well, there is one like cool website, modular typography scale. I can't write anymore. Just a second, I'm checking something. 1.4, okay. So I'm gonna use 1.4 ratio between different sizes of fonts. So I don't know how this is gonna be called, but if I have 14, am I using 14? Shit. Never mind. So if I'm using 14, I'm gonna multiply by 1.4, and then I'm gonna get 19 point something. I'm just gonna round it to 20, and that's gonna be, how are we gonna call it? Title. And then next one, I'm gonna again multiply by 1.4. See, we're trying to be predictable here. I get 28, so I can call it title. I will actually rename this a little bit later. Let's just put 28 over here. And then after that, 1.4, I will round it on 39. 39, let's call it heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. I'm trying to use like semantic naming system because it's easier than with the code, because when you code you have heading and then numbers. 1 is the biggest, and then as you go lower and lower, then they become smaller and smaller. I mean, you can change them like to be completely opposite, but it's not something I would recommend. And for this project I'm working on, I will try to be extremely basic and simple. And also we need something small. So I'm gonna divide by 1.4. That's 10. This is gonna be small base. Okay, so this is my scale for typography. This is a cheat sheet for you. And this is for spacing. And this is pretty much all to it. It's not that you know, mind-blowing. It's kind of very simple once you start, you know, using, you know, this little box for multiplication and is it division of numbers, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put it in auto layout, and I don't need to put that. Typography. Yep. Right now I have like body and base. So I'm just gonna rename this one base. This one I'm gonna call small. This one I'm gonna call heading 3. Plus heading 2. And then heading 1. I will try not to use anything else but these little things, trying to make this project simple. Okay, now I have over here some good starting point. Just gonna rearrange that really quick. So now that we have that, we can select all these textual layers and apply base. And then let's see if we have some style that's missing. Nope, we are using everything that has to be used. But now we need to rename these things. So we're gonna call this property type, because it's like type of buttons. And then if I go here, I'm gonna call it primary. Over here, secondary. And then over here, outlined. Or you can call it ghost or whatever. Do I need something else with buttons? Probably no. Later on, I'm gonna put these things into another page and clean this up, because a lot of garbage here from before. But anyway, let's start. So I should probably put my button over here in this auto layout. That's cool. I'm not sure if I should use auto layout. I'm just gonna ungroup this thing for now. I want to put, yes, base logo is here. Do I need something else? I think this is pretty much fine. And then for this one, I will use, no, heading 3 is too small. Heading 1 might be okay, or maybe heading 2. I think heading 2 might be fine. And I'm using this grid because actually my friend and me are using Tailwind to code the whole thing. And we're gonna set up this, this layout grid in Tailwind to be exactly how I'd have it here in Figma. So it's very important that you actually pay attention, so you don't go like this with your layers, because then developer will do something what they feel it's okay, and you're not gonna have pixel perfect design on your website or mobile app, whatever. I'm gonna reduce this to this column line. This is creation, but you don't need to know about, like, it's perfectly fine. Aha, I just remembered something. Line heights. Cool. So what's important here, this is too small. Okay, heading 3. So base 1, so line height over here, this is line height. It's set to auto, and it usually just follows whatever is here, font size. But I don't want that. I want, when it comes to line heights, this is my usual recipe. I'm gonna put like line over here. Just a second, this is annoying. I want to remove that. Done. So for line height, I usually use 150% or this is what you will write in CSS if you're coding yourself, or your developer might ask what the heck should I put there. But anyway, 100% is exactly the same as this, what I wrote here. So I use 150 usually for body text, small stuff, and so on. But anything that's a little bit bigger, it gets a little bit too spacious if you have, for example, this very generous line height. So I like to put 120 or 30 over here, and this is the same as this one over here. I'm sporadically checking if there are any comments. So far so good. So I'm gonna regroup because I don't need that. Okay, now it's maybe a little bit easier. So for these two, I'm gonna use 150. Let's tweak that. So 150%. Make sure you put percentage over here. That's very important. And for headings, let's go to edit, 130%. Let's copy this. Whoops. Let's put that here. And let's put that here. Great. Let's see what's with this description or subtitle. I'm not super happy, but this is probably I think it's probably color or something. Let's see. First, let's add some colors. This one is gonna be black, dark. No, black. And then I need softer one. Something like this maybe. Let's call it default. And this one is gonna be called, I kinda don't like this naming structure over here. Let's stick it to it, but we're gonna change it once we see where this website is going. By the way, any questions, just put them in comments. I'm sporadically just checking if something is happening in comments. If you want me to go faster, slower, or focus on something else, please write me, and I'm gonna do it. So now we have some text styles, we have some color styles, and that means that we are golden right now. We can continue. The only thing that bugs me over here, heading 3, it's medium. I'm gonna put it to regular. Yes, because it's the smallest, so maybe like medium size of inter is maybe a little bit too much. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. And also somehow I'm not feeling this header tree with this percentage. Okay, you know what? Let's leave it for now. I will have to revisit this a little bit later. So now if I select something and check, it's 12. I said that I'm using 8-point grid, but I sometimes cheat with 12. This is optional. If you need it. Sometimes I feel I need it. For example, for this one, I mean 16 too much, 8 not too bad actually. Okay, I'm buying it. What else I have here? This is some sort of tag that I created earlier. So let's create a component. Let's go to layers. Let's make a component. What else do we need? Let's see. Option L to contract the list of layers. This is pretty much it. Let's put some styles over here. I'm not sure if I like this kind of tag, like with uppercase stuff, but let's try with the styles we have. What else do we have? 882. Okay, cool. Do we need variants? Yes, we probably need variants. I need variants, and I will tell you for what. For these things over here, because every animal for adoption will have just tags like picture and tags, no name, no like a description and all that blah blah stuff, just tags, because my research and experience showed me that people just want to see if some dog or cat is female, male, chipped, sterilized, and that's pretty much it. So, you know, all this heartbreaking story, people are usually not very interested. So let's move on. This one will need to have white fill, and I'm gonna create a new color. White. Am I calling these things default? Yes, I am. Cool. And also black. Small, small, perfect. Do I need some border? No. Okay. So what are we gonna do right now is I'm gonna remove this thing and I'm gonna put tag. At the same time, I'm getting annoyed with this grid, so I'm gonna remove it. 888. Let's put it a little bit higher, because we want to create like a collection over here and something else on top of it. We don't want to have everything clustered together. Let's put blog. Well, it doesn't look so bad. I'm gonna leave it. When it comes to these things over here, you know, just some sort of carousel, I don't like it, not a single bit. We're gonna create something else. I'm gonna create first a rectangle, and then I will put some arrows. But first things first, let's see how are we gonna do this. Well, I can pretty much get away with one. Let's put 32, because let's remember that's increment of 8. And I'm gonna put 32. I'm gonna select, press center, let's put some radius, stroke, fill, well, it can be white, but whatever. And then we need like chevron, some arrow. I am using this app called Write Font, and you probably don't see that right now, but I'm gonna go to feather icons and I'm just gonna drag and drop some stuff. That I might need. Okay, now I have some icons. Still so little viewers, but you know what? I completely deserve that. I wasn't prepared. Now I know that I need to use OBS constantly, and that's fine. Gonna ungroup these things. Let's see, should we put arrow or chevron? What do you think? Arrow or a chevron for a button to go left, right, like forward, like previous, next? What do you think? Anyone wants to put some thoughts in chat? No? Yes? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, then I'm gonna decide. I'm gonna go with the arrow. Somehow I like it a little bit better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make even lighter border. This is definitely not contrasty enough, so let's try a bit better. Maybe like this. How are we gonna call it? Should we go to grays? Yes, let's go gray default. I don't think that's default, but we'll change names later, don't worry. And then this is fine, yeah. Okay, auto layout is not working because, well, this is interesting. Let me see if I can do this with just auto layout. Okay, now I have it. And then I'm gonna put stroke and and then I'm gonna wrong corner. Boom. Yes, it works like that. Perfect. Excellent. Now I have auto layout. I'm gonna go to layers just to show you how am I gonna call this. It's not a button, but it is. I'm gonna call it button icon. This will probably have to be something later down the line, I think. Oh, somebody voted chevron. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already decided I'm gonna go with the arrow. Fuck. Let's keep arrow, but let's keep chevron in mind. Maybe I change my mind in 5 minutes. Oh my god, I wasted like the full hour and we are not even on filter site. Anyway, let's make a component out of it. And I'm gonna drag it over here. And then create a variant. You can barely see this gray over here, but it's here, don't worry. Actually, I can I can put this even lighter. But it's not a button. Can you do? And then what happened if you have UI? This is weird. This is very weird. Okay, let's call it just icon button. And now it's over here. I have to say, Figma with variants, I have a feeling that I'm constantly stumbling upon some bugs. But anyway, let's direction. This one will be left. This one will be right. By the way, keep in mind, I'm just like improvising this project because my friend is waiting for me to finally do some designing. And this is not like, you know, super design heavy project, so it's not gonna be perfect, but I'm just showing like how I go about designing, and especially when it comes to improvising. I of course don't work like this in my day-to-day job, but I think this is also a good practice just to see like how to solve problems on fly. Quickly check comments or something. Okay, nothing new there. Icon button. Let's duplicate and right. Oh, crap. You see what's wrong over here? Zero, 3, 3. There, now it's correct. What? Just a second, I have like weird... Width is like super weird. Super duper weird. This is because sizes... Alignment is not gonna... Because size of this is weird, so let's just remove whatever is after decimal. Freaking padding, right? Ah, perfect. And then let's group it. Let's call carousel navigation. 1, 2, 3. I'm holding shift and pressing down, and this is all increments of 8, you see? But I'm thinking actually, should it be just positioned with the picture over here? I can't say that I'm like super crazy about it, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. And then we have these two separators that are missing styles. I'm just gonna put some gray over here. Wow, that's ugly. Let's disconnect. Let's go lighter. And then let's call gray lighter. And let's apply this one to this. Okay, cool. This image is over here. What is this frame? So now, so this is like the content that appears when you open the website, right? You have some categories and then you have like quick links. But let's first see if we can apply styles that we already created. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gray lighter, gray lightest. Let's click on all. Bam. Now it's fine. Now, titles of these quick links to different categories should be base. Should be like default black. And then this like meta information below should be, can you try small? No, it's base, fine. And then we can use black lighter. Great. Let me see if there are some comments. Sveta, Sergey, is that you? Looking how I bullshit through my leisure time. Okay, and now this these little titles also need something. So heading 3, can we squeeze it? First, let's apply color. Let's see if we can pull heading 3. Not feeling it. Too much. Okay, revert. We need another one. But this one will be semi-bold. And I'm gonna call it base bold, or yes, I think base bold. But then this one should be called default. I think this is fine. Let's see how it looks right now. Base bold. But I really don't want to introduce something in between. So let's see. I'm gonna compromise over here. Shift 0, 100%. Let's see how it looks. I actually don't think it's bad, because if we go to heading 3, maybe heading 3 bold, let's see. Semi-bold. What have I done here? Heading 3 bold, no. Default. And this one, disconnect, no, disconnect, and make a new one. Heading 3 bold. But also what I need to do while edit, semi-bold, okay. Let's try this one. Yeah, okay, I think this is better. Great. So this thing is wrapped into auto layout. Let's put 48 pixels of padding, spacing in between. I guess this handful of viewers fail further, so I think I'm gonna wrap these things pretty soon. Maybe prepare a little bit better stuff next time. To be quite honest, I want to just, you know, hang around with you people and make some designs for this side project because it's really needed. And these are groups. So let's make it auto layout. Or not, because this is not grouped. Categories. And then auto layout for this one. Row. And let's put 16. Okay, 8 is maybe, let's put 3 because we have been using 3. Then same thing over here. Boop, boop, boop. Add, group, adds, button link. This is like a new type of button that I need to put. Okay. So button with an icon. This is interesting one. Let me fix this one first. Group it. As you see, I'm like looking a lot at structure of layers over here. That's very important. Let's call it row. Header. Okay, let's see. For 2 people that are brave enough to stay here. I'm gonna continue later with this. This is boring. I'm gonna make another button. Another variant. White. Excellent. So now we have the one with icon. But then every button should have an icon. Let's call it plain. Let's put white background, but I think I will have to remove the background later. And let's put noob. Okay, and then I need to add new property. Icon No. No. Absolutely not. But this one, yes. Let's see how this works. Yeah, a little better. Okay, so if I change to secondary, it works. Primary, it works. Plain, it works. Yeah. This is not how you should do it. Because there is no... Just a second. But there is no plain without, and this is why it reverts. So I have to make every in each with icon and without icon. Okay. Up. Will I have this one? I don't think so. I'm just gonna ditch it. Oh, new people joined the party. Howdy, howdy. I'm making variants with and without icons. Yes, buttons, sorry. I'm so tired that I don't even know what I'm talking about. Boop. Okay. Yay. Secondary. Yay. Primary. Yay. Great, it works. Brilliant. So what I'm gonna do is great. Okay, but why is this not stretched? Nothing happens. Great. Packed. Space between. Yeah, I think I can use space between. This is auto. Padding around item, nothing. Fill container. Yeah, that's it. Okay. But now I'm thinking bold might be super cool. Let's put bold on every with icon. That's weird, I never done that before. Cool. And what I'm gonna do right now is gonna ditch these things because this is gonna be repeated several times. Okay, whatever. And now what we need here is like add cart. Let's see some comments. I think Google will complain about SEO and accessibility. Font size is less than browser's default 16. No, I don't think so. It's perfectly normal to use like 14 for like some admin interfaces. In one of my previous companies, we use 14 as a base font size, and I mean, it was not like a marketing landing site, but yeah, it's maybe not the same case. But yeah, am I using 14? Yes, I'm using 14. To be quite honest, there is I didn't see any like problems with that before, so I'm just gonna keep it. Because if we only are allowed to use 16, then we are so contained into all these boxes with different maths and scales and modular scales and ratios and whatnot. I mean, if you have a link, please like shoot it here. I would like to read more. I personally never had any problems with that. Just as a note. But yeah, anyway. Let's move on. So this card, that is something that we can fix next. I'm just gonna drag it outside because I need to use this tag. And then I will duplicate it. Wait a second. Okay. So this is auto layout with tags, tag, and this is the ad, and this is the image. I think that's fine. So let's think, what else do we need on a job, not job ad, oh my god, on a posting on a animal ad when it's published, or is that relevant? That would actually harm animals if somebody published an ad and then they're there for like 3 months and nobody asked. So I think these tags are like good for MVP, just so people can see what's up, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it with that. So I'm gonna dump it over here, boop, and gonna delete this, doop. Great. Gonna again delete this because I fixed this. Let's see if we can find some pictures. Okay, sure. This is cute. Dog. Yeah. Okay. So this is animal posting ad, and then we'll have some text for this animal, and that's gonna be it. Okay, I have an idea that every animal association that wants to post ads over here has some like posts. So, or actually any user can make a blog post, but I'm thinking for MVP, this might be a little bit overboard. So I'm gonna put archive over here. Actually, I'm gonna just make it like super big so I can see it from anywhere. Oh, I need to record some video for YouTube about prototyping. It's so much easier when you plan these things, like when you're just designing, like you show all your crap glory. But people need to see that it's not easy. There. I'm gonna put it there. What is this? Translations. Great. And then just to see how this would look with more rows. I think it's pretty neat. And then footer comes here. What happens in footer, I honestly don't know right now. It's a mystery. But this is a landing site. Do I have more time to do this? Let's just start. Just ads. So what I'm gonna do here, you know how I don't know, like eBay, Amazon, and all of that, like e-commerce sites, they have some filters. Well, I need to do the same page. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I'm gonna just clean it up a little bit. Bacon Kwanga says, I was wrong. It seems Google changed the minimum font size. Okay, 12 pixels seems reasonable. I seriously didn't hear anything about less than 16. But great. Now we all know something new. Thank you for that information. Let's see. Now question. So we have ads over here. Are we gonna put filters on top? Like over here? Like drop downs with filters and all of that? Or on the left? Pros and cons. If filters are on the top, then okay, they can be sticky, and then we still have very generous layout for all these ads. But scalability is now a problem because you can't like stuck millions like things drop downs over here, right? However, if you put it on the left side, well, then you have, you know, endless space to put all your filters. But this looks nicer when it's on top. It's gonna be on the left side because let's be reasonable, okay? Whoa. Why is this happening? Okay, let's see. Fixed. but why would you have fixed? Let's fix constraints. Fail, fail. Hey, better. Nice. See comments or something. 3 concurrent viewers. I'm killing this streaming game. Oh my god. If I do it again, please kill me, somebody. Let's turn on grid because we need it right now. So let's put, oh wait a second. Wait a second. It's like flowing over here. Okay, fixed. So let's be generous and put ads over here, and then we have a button over here. We're gonna detach it, and then, well, we should have like some quirky padding over here because it cannot be so close to the ads. So well, let's put it like this, and I'm gonna fix it later. So first we need some drop down. For example, we need, so first we need animal type, right? This part I'm just gonna remove for the time being. Animal type. First question. This is also something, if you're developing an app, you should discuss with developers. Is it allowed to select multiple, or it's gonna be a single option? I don't see why we wouldn't have multi-option over here, because I might be looking for cats and dogs. So I might check them all. Or is it easier actually if we have just one type? Then it can be that certain properties of an animal are applicable to one but not another. So if we have multi-types, then how do we further filter? Let's make it a drop down. Okay, so over here I'm gonna put some stroke over here, and I'm gonna put white, and I'm gonna put black. I need a little chevron, so I'm gonna consult with my right font app. Feather icons, let's see. Or maybe carrot. Which they don't have, what? Well, okay, that's weird. Great, chevron is excellent, love it. Let's put it here. This is auto layout. This option over here tells us the spacing between these two. I say 16. Or actually, we should put it space between, and then this space in between doesn't matter. Then I can just like do this. Yes, yes, yes. And let's yeah, 48 seems like a great thing. Animal type. like this. Dogs. Let's see what we have here. 8, 16, 8, okay. Let's call it select. Oh, by the way, with icons, I should create icon library actually. But I also have a video how to create one, so I won't bother with this with this video at all. Just gonna rename. Or don't need to rename. Let's put something like this. Let's make a component, but let's put this component over here. Do we need something else? Well, select has obviously different states, but we don't need that right now at all. Let's pull select 16 or 8. 8. This is 16. 11. Okay, obviously header is not done at all. I'm gonna have to, yeah, reconfigure that completely. Let's put it a little bit down. Something like this. Now we have one group, let's call it filter. And now let's put these two into auto container, call filters. 2 viewers, great. Well, I think I'm done in a couple of seconds. So this is gonna be drop down. I'm just gonna fixed width. Why? Because it's a group. Let's have it like this. We have drop down, and then check. And this has to be a checkbox. Gonna detach instance, remove that, remove that. Four times 24. Is this too big to be a checkbox? Absolutely. This is fine. And option. Whoopa. Why is this happening? Select is a frame now. Why though? It shouldn't be a frame, it should be... Well, it can be technically. Put it in the middle. Looks okay. Checkbox. another auto layout. Doop. Oh, not bad. Let's turn off grid. And then you select your stuff over here. I want blah blah blah, and then this reshuffles. Well, not bad. Yeah, well, size can be something. Well, I think that's not too bad. So next step would be to consult with my documentation and see what kind of stuff we will save in database and actually fill it with all that stuff over here. But that takes some time. So what I'm gonna do is how to use this OBS. Oh my god. Okay, now this is transform, fit to screen. Nothing happens. Great. Oh, come on. Ah, now I'm back here. Okay, so this was just like a pretty much prototype test run to see if I'm capable of running these streams or whatever. I know it wasn't like super fun maybe or like too informative. I just wanted to show you how I usually work on my side projects. I mean, to be perfectly honest, most of the time it's tedious, it's hard, and it takes a lot of time until you get to the point where you feel proud and, you know, I finally made it. These beginnings are extremely slow because you don't have even idea what's gonna happen, and of course you're not gonna run these like sprints and I don't know what not, like on a remote resort for design sprints with snacks and I don't know 10 people in a room and top-notch technology and computers and all of that. So, you know, side projects, they tend to be a little bit shitty. But when you start, it's hard. When you progress, it gets so much better. My thoughts about streaming, I should have downloaded OBS immediately and not this ridiculous tool I tried to use in the beginning. Anyway, future streams will definitely need to have agenda. This is what I learned because I don't know why would anyone watch how somebody else works. For me it's boring. I would assume if somebody's just learning, then like to hear like thought process, it might be super fun. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up now because my eyes are like leaking after a day of working. I'm planning to shoot a new proper YouTube video, the quality you are already used to, very soon, maybe even this week. Not sure about the topic. I'm gonna try to get my hands on a paid plan of Figma so I can show you how to create a design system from scratch and, you know, make libraries and all of that and how to use that in your project. I think that's super useful and I think that topic is completely not covered on the internet except in textual form on Figma's website. But anyway, peace out. Sorry if this was too boring. This was just a test run. a prototype just to see how it works. It's gonna get better. Topics will be more and more exciting. I just want to hang around with you, and until next time, I love you all. Chowski.